Hey there, I want to help you change your life using hypnosis. That's a big, bold promise, isn't it? Well, my name is Jesse Lewis, and I help people like you change their lives using hypnosis quickly, easily, effectively, and it's quite amazing. So, at the end of the video, I'm going to give you some free resources, and I'm also going to give you the opportunity to work with me directly for your customized hypnosis sessions with me, either live or online. It's really there to change your life. During this video, you're going to see me look this direction. When I do that, just means I'm going off my notes and I'm checking the next section of what we're going to cover. And in this video, we're going to cover how and why hypnosis works for people just like you all over the world doing online sessions, why it works, and how to reprogram your mind. I'm going to show you where you can schedule a private strategy session with me to discuss your goals absolutely for free. And then I'm going to give you options for actually buying sessions. And if you do or don't, that's really up to you. I don't force anybody to do it at all. So hypnosis is not hard, and you have done it hundreds of times. Yeah, let's get right into it. You have done hypnosis hundreds of times. There's a couple key markers of what hypnosis is and what happens, and everybody experiences differently, but there are some key markers. Number one, it's a state where you're fully aware, but you just don't care. We have that happen to us every single day, don't we? If you've ever drove down the highway and arrived at your destination and you don't remember the path you took, or you don't remember the specific things on the drive, well, that's hypnosis. Just the other day, I was driving with someone and they were in the passenger seat. And as I drove, they said, well, I've never seen that house before, but they've drove that same route hundreds of times. Guess what? Because they've drove it hundreds of times, they've never noticed that house before. They were in a state of hypnosis. In hypnosis, some of us also experience time distortion, which let's relate that back to the driving example. You arrive at your destination, sometimes not knowing how long it took. It feels like it's only been a minute or two, or it feels like it's been hours. Well, that's time distortion. That's your mind not being able to comprehend the actual time it took to do something. And that's another part of what hypnosis is. So now that you know that, it's fully aware when you fully aware of everything around you, you just don't care, and you experience time distortion, you know you've been really hypnotized hundreds of times, whether you believe it or not. So you're probably wondering who the heck I am to even talk about this. Well, I've been performing stage hypnosis across Western Canada since 2007, and I've helped people with hypnotherapy as well, doing hypnosis sessions for things like weight loss, stop smoking, anxiety, stress. And because I've been doing it since 2007, I've written books on it and stuff like that. So I do know what I'm talking about. And why am I talking about? Well, simply put, this is how I make my living. And I help people understand what it is and how it works. So what is hypnosis really? In the simplest of terms, it really is installing new ideas into your subconscious mind. But what does that even mean? What does it mean? So I want you to think of your mind like a computer. That's right, a computer. And you know how you have to install new software into your computer to make it do different things? Well, your mind is the same way. All hypnosis is a new software going into your mind's computer, and it installs a new behavior. That's it. Pretty simple, right? As we update your brain's software as it may, or program, it runs more effectively. So for things like stopping smoking, we install a new program in your brain. Sounds weird, but that's really how it works. We take the old habit out, we take the old issue out, and we install a new habit. Pretty simple, right? Same thing for weight loss. We take those old unhealthy habits out and we install brand new strategies and habits to make you lose weight. Anxiety, fear, pain control, insomnia, it all works the same way. We take that old thing out and we put new stuff in. Pretty simple, pretty cool, actually. And we can do it quickly and easily using hypnotherapy and hypnosis. Now, some people also do this using things like other types of therapy. And does it work? Absolutely. Absolutely. But it can take longer than hypnosis takes. For instance, most stop smoking sessions I do are a 1 session and people quit smoking. Most weight loss sessions, people are losing 2 to 3 pounds a week and they have a 3-session program. And by 6 weeks later, they've continued to lose and lose and lose till they hit their desired weight amount. Insomnia, can be done almost instantly with hypnosis. Anxiety, pain control, all those things can be done almost instantly with hypnosis with just one session. Now, once we update our mind, think about this. Once we update that programming in our mind, when you update a computer, it's really hard for it to go back. Your mind is the same way. So once we update your mind with hypnosis, that session is there permanently and it will stay there for the rest of your life. It really is amazing. So recent studies have concluded that things like stop smoking, weight loss, and stuff like that, it's really, really effective. And below this video, you're going to see those studies. I'm going to post links to some of them. But for if you smoke, here's one study, what they conclude. So they conclude that 86% of smokers who participated in online hypnosis sessions, like I'm willing to do with you, were still non-smokers 6 months later. Now, that does leave a 14% chance that that group that had been hypnotized were not non-smokers. But here's something really interesting. That last percentage, that the 14% that were still smokers, well, they had dropped their cigarette intake by up to 34% on average. Now, what does that mean? It means that even if those people didn't quit, they're still drastically healthier than they were before, simply by dropping their cigarette intake. Now, hypnosis isn't a cure-all for everything. It's not going to help you do certain things like grow appendages or anything else like that, but it does help to work with stop smoking, weight loss, insomnia, pain, all that type of stuff. Things like public speaking. Another study found that 94% of weight loss clients had more effective weight loss than the control group did. So all that means is, and the studies below, by the way, is that 94% of the people that took this hypnosis sessions or hypnosis sessions had better weight loss than the control group. Pretty cool, right? So hypnosis can be an effective form of weight control as well. You can use hypnosis for a lot of different things. So people sometimes fail with hypnosis. And really, hypnosis is all about mindset and understanding what hypnosis is. And people fail with hypnosis for 3 very specific reasons. The number one reason is they don't know what to expect. And if you choose to move forward in the program with me, I will explain in a 3-minute video, that's all it takes, what to expect during a hypnosis session. Wow, pretty simple, right? They don't have the right mindset going in. Now, a lot of people have this thought process that, hey, I'm going to try this. And if you're going to do hypnosis with me or with anyone, if you have the thought process of, hey, I'm going to try this and see if it works, I can guarantee you that it won't work. 100% it will not work. Why? Because you're trying. So this is somewhere I can teach you about a mindset shift of how you can automatically change your mind right now. Take that word try and throw it away. Try is the most useless word on the planet. When you try something, it means you fail. Yep. So just by changing your language pattern, you can change your life. From now on, don't say I'm going to try this. Say I'm going to do this. Yep. So if you're going to go into a stop smoking program with me, don't say I'm going to try it. You say I am going to stop smoking with Jesse Lewis. Yep. If you're going into a weight loss program with me, you're going to say I am going into a weight loss program with Jesse Lewis and I am going to have an effective result. It's the same for all the other programs that I offer. The last thing that causes people to fail with hypnosis is fear. Yeah, fear. And I know you've seen them before, things like stage hypnosis shows where they do silly things on stage and stuff like that. I've performed those shows for years. But during a hypnosis session, client one-on-one, obviously I'm going to not make you do things that are silly or rude or anything like that. We are going to have a proper hypnotherapy, hypnosis session where you have the change that you desire. The fact that I have been a stage hypnotist since 2007 and a hypnotherapist as well, and a hypnotist, well, that just states to the experience that I have and how it's going to be effective for you. I've literally hypnotized thousands of people on stage. I've literally hypnotized hundreds of people in my hypnotherapy settings. So it's not that hard for you to understand that the experience I have will help lend itself to helping you with hypnosis. Pretty simple. Now, how do you go about succeeding with hypnosis? Well, I'm going to make you an offer today. That's no surprise there. But when you sign up for your strategy session today, below, I'm going to send you a 3-minute video. Yep, just 3 minutes. It's not as long as this one. It's only 3 minutes. But it's going to go over exactly what to expect during your hypnosis session. Okay? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm also going to send you a quick video explaining the right mindset to have during hypnosis. And we've talked about that already. It's the do mindset, not the try mindset. So as long as you know that, you will have success with hypnosis. But if you're just going to try it, it's definitely not going to work. You have to have belief. It's an amazing thing. So I want you to think about this. What is your issue actually costing you? If you're a smoker, it's costing you money, of course, but is it also costing you friendships? Is it also costing you other things in your life that really are not necessarily something you see, but you can feel, like your health? Is it costing you relationships because you're being forced to go outside and smoke and you're not being part of that group around you? Is it perhaps costing you the guilt of not being able to hold your grandchildren or your kids because you smell like cigarettes? Think about the cost that it's actually costing you to not be a non-smoker. What about weight control? What's weight control really costing you? And it doesn't matter whether you want to gain weight or you want to lose weight. If you're not your ideal weight, it's definitely costing you your health. It's costing you your wellness. And this one is really personal for me because a year and a half ago, well, 2020, I went through a divorce. And I looked at myself and I was 250 pounds. Yeah, 250 pounds at 5'9", 5'8.5", whatever it is. And I was, by doctor's measurements, obese. I couldn't breathe properly. And I used self-hypnosis and hypnosis to lose over 40 pounds. Actually, now it's closer to 50 pounds. I'm currently sitting at about 202. So it was really effective for me. It allowed me to play with my kids more. It allowed me to refocus and re-energize myself and understand what I was really losing by being that heavy. I was basically a couch potato before that. So what are you losing by being heavy? What about fears? What experiences are you losing by being fearful or anxious? I want to help you with that. Up until now, if you've done any of these things, it really hasn't been effective for you, has it? You're missing out on life, and I don't want you to do that. So if you're ready to work with me a little bit, what we're going to do is I'm going to put a little calendar below, or a little link below, where you can book a free strategy session. Now, it's a very structured strategy session, so I understand what your issues actually are and give you some quick tips and things to work on those issues. And then I'm actually going to offer you hypnotherapy at that point, probably, if I feel that you are right to work with me. If I don't feel you're the right mindset, I'm going to tell you straight up that I don't want to work with you. And there's nothing you can do to pay me to make that happen. If you're not ready, I will not work with you. Before I do make that offer, I want to make you aware of my rates. Down below, somewhere down there, there is my current rates. And people ask, why does it cost so much? Why? I'm going to be honest. I offer a premium service because it works. The simple answer to why do I charge that much is because it works. I have the experience and I know it's going to be successful for you. The real answer is because it works. Generally, I use a 3-session program format. Now, what that means is you pay me and we may get rid of that stop smoking issue or that fear issue on the first session. But we do a 3-session format where you may see instant change from that first session, but we'll have 2 more sessions to reinforce, to deep dive, and to obliterate the problem completely from your mind. It reprograms your subconscious mind. Now, those 3 sessions will probably be over the course of 7 days. We don't have any extended period of this. Weight loss, generally it takes about 1 month to have the 3 sessions, But everything else is a 7-day process where I do one session. First time we talk, takes about an hour. Second session takes about 30 to 40 minutes. Third section takes 30 minutes. We do that all over Zoom. It's all done online, and it's quick, simple, and easy. What do you need to participate? You need a camera like I have right now. You don't need a good microphone. I do have a good microphone. That's why you can hear me so clearly. But whatever you've got is good enough. You don't need anything special. Then, if we do that, if we go into the program, you're thinking, well, is it guaranteed? The answer is I offer a 100% service guarantee. What is a service guarantee? Now, it doesn't mean you're going to get your money back. Once you pay for the sessions, that is your commitment that you're going to make it work. What it means is that if for any reason you feel that you need another session, say the 3 sessions are enough, if you need another session to make it stick, then we will absolutely do another session on your original topic, on your original problem, whether it's smoking, weight loss, anxiety, any of those things. How do I make that guarantee? Well, in all my years of doing hypnosis, I've only ever had to do a session again 2 times. That's it. So with the 3-session program, I've only ever had to have a 4th session 2 times since 2007. Now, why is that? It's because it's effective. It's because it works. It's a matter of your belief and me making sure that you are the right client for me. If you're not a good fit, I just simply will not have you as a client. It's as simple as that. So what do you actually get when you work with me? It's customized to you. That's why it's so hard for me to tell you what it is, because it is customized to you. We'll use some different strategies. Well, the first session, like I said, it's about an hour. We go through about 15 minutes of what's known as calibration. You get your strategy session first. So we talk over stuff in the strategy session. I get some good input from you. And then we move on to the first session, which is about an hour. We do some calibration. I teach you some self-hypnosis. And then we go into an actual hypnosis session that really gets rid of the problem the first time. And then the second session, we do a tiny little bit of calibration for about 5 minutes, and then 25 minutes, 30 minutes of actual hypnosis with direct suggestion, metaphors, storytelling. Pretty cool, right? We reprogram your mind over the course of the 3 sessions to make you have that lasting change. So if you're ready, and I do mean if you are really ready, go down below, somewhere down there, wherever it is, or maybe it's to the side, I'm not sure. Wherever the button is, click on it, book your strategy session. It's absolutely free. And from there, what we will do is we will get you into a proper appointment where we online hypnotize you and have that lasting effective change. Thank you so much for watching. I really look forward to our strategy session. Have a great day. See you later.